Good, we're all here. I think it's time we begin.
Sir, excuse me, but what exactly is he doing here?
I will address that issue. But
Clayton,
there are other subjects
now's
that
not really a
require
good time.
our attention first. The level of unrest in the Commonwealth continues to rise, as we're all aware. Your report.
All Institute facilities remain completely secure with the exception of one notable breach. Otherwise, internally things are as tight as they've ever been. Dr. Ayo has been keeping an eye on things topside.
Yes, Watchers show no additional threats beyond those previously identified. Boston International Airport remains occupied, with Brotherhood presence noted at several other points throughout the Commonwealth. Intelligence suggests that this railroad continues to operate and is becoming more ambitious. SRB agents are monitoring all known situations, sir.
Very good, thank you. It's clear that our safety needs to be the primary concern going forward. To that end, where are we on Phase 3?
Sir, are you sure this is the time to be discussing it? Given, well, considering all parties present?
Ah, yes, that's true. Have you heard anything about Phase 3?
What's Phase 3?
It's very important to us. Power is, as I'm sure you've seen above ground, a very valuable commodity. I'm not talking about some abstract concept of control. I mean real, tangible power. The kind that keeps the lights on. With every advance the Institute makes, our need for raw power increases. Many compromises and sacrifices have been made over the years to allow progress to continue.
What kind of compromises?
We have at times had to rely on drawing power from above-ground installations. It risks personnel and equipment, but no longer. Phase 3 is simply the activation of a nuclear reactor that can provide enough power to the Institute now and forever. It will ensure not just our survival, but our prosperity.
Can you tell me more about this reactor?
Certainly. It was originally built for the Commonwealth Institute of Technology before the war, but was only for testing. Over the years, we've advanced the technology, made a great many improvements, and are finally nearly ready to activate it. The reactor is close to ready, but recent tests have determined we have a few tasks ahead of us. Thus, we come to Phase 3, and to how you will help.
Sir.
Yes, Dr. Ayo. Previously, we would rely on Kellogg for above-ground operations, yes? Well, he is gone. While I'm not overly fond of putting my own father in harm's way, he has proven more than capable of handling himself.
Yes, but...
This is not a matter for debate. Now, there is one more subject that requires discussion.
I don't know that this is the time.
Dr. Holdren, it is time. Please. As I'm sure several of you are already aware, I have been under Dr. Volkert's care for some time. I'm sorry, this is difficult for me. Our best efforts have failed. Every experimental treatment we could devise has been unsuccessful. I'm sorry to say I am dying.
What? Can't be
Please,
serious.
everyone, please, I am sorry. This is not how I wanted to tell you, but we're running out of time.
Why would you joke about this? It isn't funny.
Were it a joke, I'd agree it's in poor form. But I'm afraid it's not. We can talk more later. Right now, the future of the Institute is at stake. The Institute cannot survive without leadership. The Directorate must continue to govern with the best interest of all in mind. To that end, I am naming my father as my successor.
Oh, boy.
You can't be serious!
Really?
Seems a poor choice.
How can you possibly justify this? He isn't one of us. He isn't even a scientist.
Ignoring your borderline, insubordinate tone, I will simply say this. The Institute has enough scientists. What it needs is a leader. I believe my father has already proven himself more than capable in that regard. This will conclude this meeting. Thank you.
My compliments on getting B592 back to us so quickly.
Dr. Carlin's doing some amazing things with our genetically engineered crops.
The Institute is my life. I hope it'll be yours too.
This truly is a wonderful place, isn't it?
I had no idea.
I know this is... well, it's a lot to take in at once.
I'm sorry, Father. I hope it wasn't too presumptuous of me to put you in charge without even asking first.
What would it mean to be in charge?
Most divisions of the Institute are fairly autonomous, perfectly capable of functioning without intervention. Where those divisions interact, however, problems can arise. You'd lead the Directorate in setting policy, resolving disputes, and the like. There's no question that some of the Directorate, and the Institute at large, will need reassurances about your appointment. That's why I'd like you to take charge of this latest operation. Dr. Fillmore can fill you in on the details. There are hard decisions ahead, for all of us. But for you especially. I know that you'll do the right thing.
Allie.
Busy day for you, isn't it? Well, it's about to get busier. You're going to lead this operation, I'm told.
I need some details here. I have no idea what I'm getting into.
Of course, that's why we're talking. Otherwise, you'd be up top already. Recent events have upset our timetable. Getting the reactor online has become our #1 priority. It needs to be running, well, yesterday. We're going to have to cut some corners. I'm not thrilled, but it means we'll need to rely on some pre-war tech. You're going to the mass fusion building to acquire a Beryllium Agitator for us.
What's a Beryllium Agitator?
The details would be lost on you. No offense. The point is, it'll allow us to boost the reactor's power and get it running sooner than planned. You just keep me safe. I'll worry about the agitator.
Is that really necessary? I'm sure I can handle this by myself.
Yes, it really is. Not only is this tech sensitive, it's old. Look, I'll take care of it. You just make sure I come back in one piece.
You're going? That complicates things.
Not really, no. I admit I'm not fond of going up top, but I promise to stay out of your way. This device we're after? It's very sensitive equipment, and it's pretty damn old. It's not that I don't trust you. It's just that I trust myself more. So, are you going to put up a stink, or can we get moving?
Sounds good. I'd appreciate the company.
Not as much as I'd appreciate coming back in one piece. I don't like going above ground unless there's no other option. But here we are, with our options dwindling quickly. Not to put more pressure on you, but we have to move quickly on this. Word is that the Brotherhood is nosing around the area. We don't want them getting the agitator before we do. Head on up to the relay, and I'll meet you there.
I'm looking forward to working for you, future director.
Brotherhood sure is here. Guess we'll have to go through them.
Oh, my. Well, I wasn't expecting this. I guess it's nice to see some of our older models have been useful to you.
Regroup! Regroup! Nice try. Hiding is pointless. Damn it! My arm! Long! No mercy! Brother. Ah! I'm hit! I can't see!
Can't feel my...
For the Brotherhood!
Sign of the Agitator. We'll have to search the rest of the building.
Nice.
Don't tell me to calm down, Carl. When we started designing the Beryllium Agitator,
have you picked up a
said
newspaper
it would be for
lately?
the benefit of mankind.
There's a war going on out there, Doctor. And if our side's going to win, it needs all the help it can get.
I can't believe what I'm hearing. Since when did science start taking sides? What did they promise you, Carl? Money? Political favors? A goddamn medal?
That's enough. Like it or not, when the testing cycle is completed, I'm crating up the agitator and sending it off to Washington. Now, you have two choices. Either you can get back to work, or you can get the hell out of my building.
Oh, no, you don't.
What's that?
I'll be doing the world a service.
I guess it's safe. Hey, I thought
Not exactly subtle, pal. Just when I thought we were getting along. Blow the conduit! Now!
Power to the elevators. It's clever. I'll give them that.
got enough.
taking damage! Need backup! For honor clear. And glory.
That's it.
Watching a conductor in the orchestra.
Perfect. Sweet.
That should do it. Elevator ought to have power again.
Dr. Fillmore.
Let's hope the Brotherhood hasn't beaten us to the Agitator.
Who's there?
Zombie.
I can't see!
Damn it! My head! You can break a sweat.
No.
That it's an option.
Nice. go.
Powering up. Protectron on duty.
There's the reactor. Not a bad piece of work for its time.
Yeah, looks great. Though I'd prefer it in our long-distant past. Let's wrap this up, shall we?
Hey.
There's something you need?
Think you can unlock that terminal?
Can do. Open for business.
Powering up. Protectron on duty.
Hey.
Go ahead.
Over here.
Sure thing. Think that's out of reach. Never
See what you
in
can
my
do.
life did I expect to stand this close to a sun. Shouldn't be too much trouble. Bingo.
Allie.
Looks pretty dangerous in there. You have any sort of radiation protection on you? Guess they weren't so good at mitigating radiation back in those days. Levels are almost off the
No
charts.
way I could pick this.
Other things from here.
Hey,
What's the plan?
need your expertise.
Sure thing. There we go.
Powering up. Protectron on duty. Protect and serve.
Got a thing for antiques, huh?
Now cycling airlock. Please wait. Initiating decontamination sequence. Decontamination complete. You may proceed. The thing we're looking for, the agitator. It should be in a port at the top of the reactor. Security alert in the reactor chamber. Emergency lockdown initiated.
All clear.
Please wait. Decontamination complete.
False alarm. Standing down.
Won't be bothering anybody now. You playing hide and seek?
Heads up.
Go on.
Hack that terminal.
Count on it.
Scanners detecting sentient life. Alert level elevated.
The area. Do not attempt to flee. Considered armed and dangerous.
Where'd you go? Did good.
Hey,
Do something for you?
Order will be restored
go check that out.
Done and done.
Initiating search for hostile target. Continuing search for fugitive. Warning, dangerous fugitive is on the loose. Do not attempt to apprehend. Fugitive has evaded pursuit. Law enforcement authorities now have primary responsibility.
Dr. Fillmore.
This wasn't really what I planned on doing today.
How we doing on the hunt for Eddie's tapes?
This is now a combat zone. You may suffer harm up to and including death if you remain in the area. This notice required by law.
Lockdown ended. These guys just don't know when they're beaten, do they? I'll help the synths buy some time. Make sure you get back to the Institute with the agitator.
Allie.
Well, isn't this fun?
Take them all out!
Long live honor and glory.
Approach and identify yourself. Law-abiding citizens in order the armed. Identify yourself. Your termination is inevitable.
Signs
Honor
detected.
and glory.
I know you'll achieve great things here. We all do.
Father has always been a little unpredictable. I suppose his choice of a successor shouldn't surprise me.
Remember to practice good sanitation.
Dr. Fillmore.
I think that was enough excitement for, well, ever. Thank you, really. Couldn't have managed it without you. I'll make sure the agitator gets where it needs to go. I understand Father is anxious to get you involved in something else. You'd better not keep him waiting.